Welcome back to Our Ventura TV. I'm Lyn Fairly, and I have a really special presentation for you today. I've invited Reins of Hope. Most of their staff is here, including their founder. Welcome.
Hi, I'm Julie Sardonia, the founder of Reins of Hope and one of our mental health professionals.
As well?
Hi, I'm Carrington, Singmaster, equine specialist, barn manager, and mental health professional.
And on my right.
And I'm Patti Michaels, equine specialist and mental health professional.
And this here is Hope. Hi, honey. And over here is Blue. Blue? Oh. Thank you, Blue. Now, this nonprofit organization is extremely important. The founder is going to tell you how she found a specific need for their help.
About 10 years ago, I am a licensed marriage family therapist, and I wanted to create change in a different way other than talk therapy, and was doing some research and luckily found an organization called EGALA, Equine Assisted Growth and Learning Association out of Utah, and they certify mental health professionals and equine specialists to do equine assisted psychotherapy and learning. And I went ahead and got trained and certified and decided to develop the nonprofit and started Reins of Hope. And from that point in 2006, we started growing with an amazing team of horse professionals and mental health professionals. And here we are in 2015 with probably a staff of 10 to 12 equine specialists and mental health professionals.
And how many horses?
We have 5 horses up in Ojai, plus our 2 minis, and we have horses out of Camarillo, Malibu, and in Santa Barbara, as well as in San Ynez. So probably about 12 horses. And I'll have Carrington speak to that.
Carrington, Singmaster, come on, just a little tiny bit closer, thank you. And tell us, you're the barn manager and mental health professional, correct?
Yes. Well, oftentimes people will ask, well, why horses? You know, what is the therapeutic value around working with horses? And primarily because of their psychology, that is why we incorporate horses into the therapeutic intervention. Horses would theoretically live in the wild, okay? They are sort of the hunted. And so their primary motivation is, am I safe? Can I trust what's in my environment? So when we come into contact with them, the horses pose that same question. So it really allows clients to get really honest with what's going on and ask themselves, well, what makes me safe to be around? Horses feel most safe with us when we're being most honest, okay? When our internal presentation is matching our external. Okay, so they don't think in like or dislike, they think in, do I feel safe? So they facilitate horses being in the present moment, or excuse me, clients being in the present moment. They already live in the present moment. But they are incredible sentient beings that allow us to really tap into all of our senses.
So for example, if I came to you with, let's say, PTSD, which is post-traumatic stress syndrome that many of our military people have today, regrettably. And I didn't really know how to voice my problem exactly, but I knew that you might be able to help me because I've heard that you do help the military. Where would you start? And who would like to speak to this?
If a client came who is a veteran or even active duty comes to Reins of Hope, what they do and what we ask them to do is to go into the arena, and it's all groundwork. We don't ride the horses at all. They come into the arena and we ask them to kind of connect with the horse. There might be several horses in the arena. And at the same time, we also have some props. And the props are the visual for them to create what PTSD looks like for them. So what they're able to do is see what the object is, what it is, and they're able to kind of tap into what their internal feeling is, and they make that connection there. And then we ask them to connect with the horse and bring the horse to the PTSD to see if they can develop coping skills and to describe what's going on. And by seeing that visual, that makes it more real for them instead of always cognitive. So it's experiential, it's metaphorical, and it provides them a different way. Instead of being into talk therapy all the time, the horses are the therapist.
So you engage all the senses.
Yes.
Okay. So let's say I brought a prop, and the prop would be something that's very, very significant to me. Maybe it's the uniform of a deceased co-soldier, somebody I was with in the military in Afghanistan, for instance, and I brought their uniform, and I'm distressed because they were killed in action. And I brought that, and I brought some of your other props, and I put them out in the arena. When does the horse come into the picture, and how, and who would like to speak to that?
Julie.
The horses are always loose, as Patti said. So the horses are always organically moving around and exchanging with the clients as well as with each other. Okay, our mental health professionals and equine specialists are there as catalysts to help the client move forward in their learning and in their healing and their growing. And so these symbols of whether it be a military item or other representative symbolic materials, that is a metaphorical representation of what's going on in their life. So we ask the client to connect up with the horse that may represent their grief or their person they lost in the military or whatever it is that they're trying to learn, a healthy coping skill. And that horse will go with them as a partner in learning and in growing and work with them in that grief or whatever their issue may be representing for them. So it's the connection that the client has with the horse and the horse has with the client, and then we help facilitate what does that metaphor represent for them.
Okay, so since you said it's not talk therapy, there's less talk and just more interaction with the horse, and you might ask the client, how does that feel for you, or what does that represent to you, or something along those lines?
Absolutely. It's a non-riding program. We do everything on the ground. And so, yes, it is. It's adjunctive to talk therapy because it's great if our clients are in with a psychologist or a therapist to further take what they learn in our arena and transfer it back to everyday life, whether it be in their home, their work, or school. And they can go at a deeper level with their therapist. So we are great with, our program is great with adjunctive work.
I believe you also work with the youth as well. So, Patti, did you want to talk to me a little bit about your youth program? Or who would that be? Carrington? Carrington? Patti?
Well, Carrington's
Carrington.
more involved in the youth program.
Carrington, come on over here.
We do have several youth programs.
Come on, Blue. Carrington, tell us a little bit about the youth program that you help.
We serve at-risk youth. We have a program in San Ynez as well as in Ojai. We serve different organizations. Right now we serve Chaparral High School as well as City Impact, and we are going to be connecting up with the foster care system soon.
Okay, and so what age range is this, and what are some of the issues that they're facing, these youth?
The ages can vary. We can be 12 to 17. That's sort of the bracket. And what's that? And younger, of course. And then we serve clients that are struggling with drug addiction, depression, anxiety, PTSD, grief, trauma. So pretty much everything.
It's an outstanding nonprofit. And you said couples?
Couples and groups, and also just want to clarify with our veterans in active military and also our youth at risk, they do come to Reins of Hope and it is free for them. We do have programs and grants that help assist and support these programs.
As well, you can help this wonderful nonprofit. You can find them online, and what's that website?
It's Reins of Hope, VC.org, and that's spelled REINSOFHOPE, VC.org.
Reins, like horse reins?
Horse reins.
Horse reins.
VC as in Victor Charles.
VC as in Victor Charles or Ventura County?
Or Ventura County. Either one works. VC.
Okay, and what is the day in the life of a barn manager like Carrington?
Wow, what is that's a great question. I get to wake up and I get to hang out with these incredible beings, and I set up for sessions for the morning time, and the mornings just sort of turn into our sessions.
Now, these animals love working, and they know they're going to be working every single day, or do they get a day off?
Well, because we have a great team, some of our team is in Malibu, and we serve 3 various treatment centers in Malibu, and we have a herd that goes there with a team of a equine specialist and a mental health specialist. So one day we could be in Malibu and the same time be in Ojai doing a youth group or our active duty or Hope for Warriors program with our veterans and our VA, and have our other 4 horses and or our minis. And we can also be serving Santa Barbara and San Ynez all at the same time. So we're very blessed that we have these various arenas in different cities in our counties to be able to offer our free services to at-risk youth and our military. And as Patti said, we are a nonprofit, so we do this at no cost to our clients, but we do need help, and we do need donations and any support that our Ventura County residents can offer us so that we can continue to provide a safe, professional experience that is different than talk therapy and other type of therapies, and inclusive with that, and be mindful that our military members and their family members need our support. They have supported us and they put their lives on line for us, and now it's our turn to give back, to help them come back to Ventura County or to wherever they're coming to and heal their wounds, invisible or physical, and know that they can do that without any cost. So please help us and visit our website and our Facebook, and we appreciate all the support you can do for Reins of Hope.
And how do we find that Facebook?
Facebook is Reins of Hope and Ojai, because there are two Reins of Hope. So Reins of Hope of Ojai.
Please volunteer. And can they volunteer their help as well?
Yes.
What kind of volunteers would you need?
We're always looking for volunteers that want to come and help with horse care.
Horse care. I would love to do that, actually. I think I'm going to pay you a visit very, very soon. Now, do know that there are not just only minis. There's also full-size horses involved in this program, and they're magnificent, and they're very, very sensitive. I saw on the front of your brochure, on the bridle of one of the horses, is a note that says something like self-esteem or self-worth. So tell me, how does that work?
Well, sometimes in our sessions we have the clients name the horses a coping skill or a strength that will represent what's going on for them and help give them a life skill or a coping skill to move forward in healing. And one of that card was labeled self-worth. And sometimes we'll put it right on their halters so that the client can really get in touch with what does that mean to them and how can they heal and utilize that coping skill. And that's another thing they bring towards their issue within the arena and move forward in health and healing.
Wonderful. Thank you, ladies. It's been a pleasure to have you on Our Ventura TV.